Wow, what a week. A robot just made history at the White House. Elon's building a $25 billion chip factory for his robot army, and Amazon just made a surprise acquisition to put humanoids in your home. Oh yeah, and humanoid robots are officially coming for Usain Bolt's 100-meter world record this year. We've got a ton of updates for you this week, so let's dive in. Welcome back to the Humanoid Report, where we keep you updated with the incredible humanoid robot industry and its journey to us all having our personal humanoid. Let's start with one of the biggest legitimacy moments in robotics history. On March the 25th, 2026, Figure 3 became the first American-made humanoid to be formally introduced as a guest at the White House. This wasn't just a tech demo, it was a diplomatic event. First Lady Melania Trump introduced the robot during a global summit for her Fostering the Future Together initiative. Figure didn't just stand there looking pretty either. It greeted leaders in 11 different languages, thanked the First Lady, and then perfectly retraced its steps back down the red carpet. The symbolism here is massive. When the White House starts showcasing humanoids as American-built guests, you know the policymakers are preparing for a world where these things are as common as smartphones. Now, to be fair, Figure didn't really do much except walk to the front of the room, wave and talk a bit. At least if it was a Unitree at a Chinese diplomatic event, it would have done some backflips and some kung fu. But who knows, maybe they'll have Figure lead some negotiations next, eh? But while the politicians were talking, Figure's CEO Brad Adcock was making moves that will actually change the economy. Figure just announced a massive strategic partnership with Brookfield Asset Management. If you don't know Brookfield, they manage over $1 trillion in assets, including 100,000 residential units and 160 million square feet of logistics space. This is Project Go Big. Figure is using Brookfield's global footprint to create the world's largest real-world humanoid pre-training dataset for their Helix 2 AI engine. We're talking about robots learning to navigate everything from luxury apartments to massive warehouses. And speaking of warehouses, you may remember a video of Figure sorting packages earlier last year. Well, a new video was just shared of Figure 3 sorting some more packages. They've officially hit human parity, sorting at a rate of under 3 seconds per package. For context, a peak human can hit 1.9 seconds, but they can't do that for a continuous 8-hour shift. Figure can do it for 24/7 without a coffee break. Take a look at how well it handles the different shapes and sizes. It seems like such a simple task to us, but all these little steps add up. You also might see people asking, what's the point of having a fully humanoid robot just sort packages, when you can easily do that with conveyors and existing tech? But the key here is producing a humanoid that can do all the tasks. You've probably heard of the idiom, jack of all trades, master of none, which is commonly used with a negative sentiment. But the full saying is actually, jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than one. Having one robot that can do hundreds or thousands of different tasks is better than having to design, produce, and scale multiple different designs of robots, each for one specific task. And just to show he's got an appetite for more, Figure's CEO also announced Hark, a new $100 million personal AI lab. While Figure focuses on the body, Hark is building a universal interface between humans and machines. He's already poached the lead designer of the iPhone from Apple. The goal is for AI that anticipates your needs before you even realise you have them. Basically, your own personal Jarvis is coming, which, if you've been following the AI landscape over the past month, sounds very similar to OpenClaw. And one of OpenClaw's best features is its apparent proactiveness. So Agentic AI isn't just being left to Anthropic right now. Oh yeah, and OpenAI if you remember who they are. But others are also entering the space. And whereas a simple LLM doesn't necessarily bridge the gap easily into embodied AI, Brett comes with a wealth of proven experience in that field. A quick ask before I jump to the next update. If you're liking these videos and finding them helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It will really help the channel grow and we can keep these updates coming. Thanks, and back to the video. Okay, up next. Elon just dropped a new video about Optimus. And to be honest, it was kind of pointless. It was more a recruitment video with a few youngish engineers talking about how much they love working at Tesla building Optimus. They spoke about Optimus Gen 3s everywhere in their workplace doing tasks, but while Figure are chucking out real impressive demos and starting to actually walk the walk, even down a red carpet, Tesla are still just talk. Elon has suggested an imminent Optimus Gen 3 release multiple times over the past couple of months, but so far we don't have much to go on. We know Tesla is repurposing their massive Fremont factory to build 1 million Optimus bots, but do they even have a finished design to build yet? I don't think so. But how do you even power 1 million robots a year when the world is already running out of chips? You build your own. Elon just announced the Terafab, a joint venture between Tesla, SpaceX and xAI. This is a $20 to $25 billion vertically integrated semiconductor plant at Giga, Texas. Elon says the global chip industry only produces about 2% of what he's going to need, and we know that chips are the big issue right now, just from what Jensen, Nvidia's CEO, has been saying recently. TSMC just can't make them quick enough. Chips have become a huge bottleneck, and tariffs and trade issues only make them worse. The Terafab is aiming for a 2nm process technology. We're talking about the AI5 chip, which is being designed specifically for edge inference. In English, it's the brain that allows Optimus to react in real time without needing to send data to a server. If Tesla hits its long-term goal of 100 million robots, they'll need 200 million chips a year. No one else can supply that, so Elon is building his own silicon empire. It's the ultimate vertical integration play. Okay, now on to another Mag 7 player. Amazon just made a move that no one saw coming. They've officially acquired Fauna Robotics, the creator of the Sprout Humanoid. This is a massive shift in strategy. While Amazon's warehouse division already has over 1 million robots, Sprout is different. It's only 42 inches tall and is designed for social spaces, homes, schools and offices. I reckon everyone expected their first humanoids to be factory workers, but instead they've gone a different direction. Sprout is a $50,000 research platform that can dance, grab items and interact with people. Amazon is folding the Fauna team into their personal robotics group. Think about this. Amazon already has Alexa in your living room, now they want to give Alexa legs. Sprout isn't meant for heavy lifting, it's meant for interaction. If you ever wondered what the Amazon home robot would look like, Sprout is the blueprint. It's built on the Nvidia Jetson AGX Orin, making it a little walking supercomputer. And let's all face it, a big evolution in the Amazon Echo is sorely needed. Now let's talk about speed. Unitree just had their IPO application accepted on the STAR market, targeting a $6 billion valuation. But the real news is what their CEO just said. He believes humanoid robots will beat Usain Bolt's 9.58 second 100 meter world record this year. Currently, the H1 robot is hitting about 3.3 meters per second, but they've teased a Bolt variant that can hit 10 meters per second. That is essentially a sub 10 second 100 meter dash. We're about to see a machine run faster than the fastest humanoid in history. And it's not just sprinting. On April the 19th, the second Beijing humanoid robot half marathon is kicking off. We're going from 20 teams last year to over 100 teams and 100 robots this year. They'll be racing 21 kilometers from Quechuang 17th Street to Nahazi Park. Last year, the Tiangong Ultra robot won with a time of 2 hours and 40 minutes, navigating urban trails and slopes entirely autonomously using electronic maps. This year, 38% of the field will be fully autonomous. It's a human-robot co-run format, so imagine running your morning half marathon and getting overtaken by a fleet of 300 machines that don't even break a sweat. Talk about a motivation killer. Now, speaking of movement, have you seen the new Heist humanoid demo? This thing looks like a barbell decided to join a dance troupe. It's a weird skeletal design that looks like something out of Silent Hill, but the movement is arguably the best we've ever seen and the most fluid by far. In a recent field test, it did a flawless moonwalk, beating Honor's recent attempt. Sorry, Honor. Beyond the dancing, it hit 12 km per hour and uses a quasi-direct drive system with high torque actuators. The legwork here is incredible. It can maintain balance mid-motion even while jumping or kicking a ball. These are the types of demos that give me hope, because eventually all humanoids will move as fluidly as this. Put some trousers on it and you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this and a real person. Well, except for the missing torso and all that. And anyway, don't need to worry about Terminator with this one, I'm sure he's harmless. Alright, we can't go this far without talking about the world's biggest company again, and the third Mag 7 stock in this video so far. Nvidia is the arms dealer of this revolution. They're selling the picks and shovels and everyone is literally begging them for more. They have ridiculous profit margins, yet could still increase their prices and everyone would throw money at them. I wonder how long before they hit that $10 trillion market cap. Nvidia's GTC 2026 was a masterclass. Jensen unveiled the GR00T N2 foundation model based on their Dream Zero research. This is a world foundation model that unifies synthetic world generation with vision reasoning. Nvidia claims it doubles the success rate of robots performing new tasks in unfamiliar environments, and I can't wait to see how this all develops. They're powering so many robots and so many companies. It almost seems like there's only one winner here. Finally, let's talk about specialized dexterity. A new demo from Kyber Labs just went viral, showing a robotic hand performing wet lab tasks entirely autonomously. No teleoperation, no cuts, and no edits. The hand was picking up pipette tips, aspirating liquids from tubes, centrifuging samples, and even tightening screw caps. It's using a helix-style neural network that incorporates touch and short-term memory. Think about how many thousands of scientists spend their days doing these repetitive, soul-crushing tasks. Kyber Labs just proved that machine can do it with more consistency. The repercussions for drug discovery and medical research are insane. If we can automate the grunt work of the lab, we could accelerate medical breakthroughs by decades. AI has already been in use for scientific research for years, but having AI break out of its digital shackles into the physical world could be a game changer. I just hope it doesn't mix up the paracetamol with the cyanide. So there you have it. Figures in the White House, Tesla's building its own chips, Amazon is coming for your living room, and robots are about to start outrunning you. The humanoid bubble is officially here, but unlike the .com bubble, these things have hands and they know how to use them. If you could have one of these robots in your home right now, not just for work but just helping out, what one task would you never want to do again and let that robot do it? For me, it would be ironing. I would happily pay 20 grand to never have to iron an item of clothing again. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button if you want more updates on the humanoid revolution, and subscribe to stay ahead of the future. And for staying till the end, enjoy the next clip. See you in the next one.
Whoa!